Hi, this is Glenda. This is just a very quick share. Last month I showed a very simple way of doing one of these pivot twist cards, pivot pop-up twist card. And when I was sort of researching that, I did see a few quite complicated ways of doing that as well, and thought, oh, can't be fussed, to be perfectly honest. But I thought, well, if I had a ScanNCut file of it, that'd be really good. Dawn from Dawn's Stamping Thoughts showed a slightly simpler way of doing it, but then when I was having another look the other day, I thought, no, it's still too complicated. And then I noticed a German site had made a silhouette file. So I will put a link to that if you happen to have a silhouette. And so I have made a ScanNCut file. So this is what's in the file. It's the piece that you're going to fold, and I'll flip this around so it fits in, and the two panel pieces. So we'll just take those off. And then on the file I've also written the measurements of the other two pieces that you need. So I'll put these aside and quickly show the assembly. It's the same as the other one, except that these are pre-cut pieces. So this is an A4 cut lengthways, and I've cut it down to 11 inches long altogether. So that's 11 inches. It just fitted better, and I think the A4 letter lengthwise will work too. So the file cuts out this middle piece, and it's got a score line that goes across, and I've made the score lines fairly delicate because when they were too thick it all tore in the middle, which was not a good look. So if we do it like this, so that it all folds, let's see, I'll just reinforce those that way. So it just comes together like this. If you want more detail, just have a look at the earlier video I did. It's the same mechanism basically, except this has the longer panels. And I do actually want that to go inside out this way. You can do it either way. You can have it that way, and then when you put it in your card, there's your panels already there. Or you can do it the other way, so that you get yourself in a mess. Okay, so now I've got my pattern on the outside, so that's going to get stuck down and be in there like that, but then I've got my two layers to put on. So it just depends on the look you want, whether you want to layer it or just have it all pattern. So this way when you fold it up, you're going to have the pattern on the sides. So clear as mud. It's just something to play with. So if we fold this down, I'm just going to put some sticky to be instant and some sticky to be stronger. Make sure you get it into the corners so that you've got a nice firm hold, because that will make it all work a whole lot better. Then this goes up snug against the fold, and I see I have cut this. Maybe don't cut it quite down to 11 until you have your pieces in. That's alright, I'll trim the inside. I haven't done a lot of refining. I'm pretty much over these cards, to be honest. I have made so many of them, but I just thought, while I'm in that mode, I'm going to do this ScanNCut file, because it does make the middle piece really nice and neat, because as you can see the folds are just so sharp is probably a better word. So we'll fold that over. So there's the mechanism. I'm going to stick on my lining pieces. And then the big decision, do you tuck it straight in hard or do you pull it out a bit to give a border? There are big decisions in life, and this is one of them. Yeah, maybe don't cut the end off your A4 card. The first one I did, it sort of needed it, and this one, having cut it down to 11, it's now a bit short, so if you're going to trim it afterwards, because now I'm trimming the inside pieces. But it's all good, and the person who gets it will not have a clue. Okie doke. Now at the moment it's symmetrical, but I think I like that pattern better, so open it out flat. This piece is, she loses her piece of paper, 11 by 2.75, and it is scored at 2.75, 5.5 and 8.25, or in other words, folded into 4 pieces. So this goes, if you're folding it into a W or an M, depending which way up you've got it. If you put it so that the ends are folded in, this is lined up to the middle, like so, so-ish. Then again, hopefully I'm trying to be in camera as best I can. Again, a bit of instant glue, and make sure you get your glue all the way to the edges, but only of this little top piece. So that's where your glue goes. Open it out, and on this corner down the bottom, so they're diagonal corners to each other, the glue just went over right up to that fold, along that fold there, into the corner, and fold it down. Put the lid in the glue before it goes hard, which is not a long process. And then it should all fold up and fold down, and boom, it's done. No measuring. That's if you have a ScanNCut. And as I say, if you've got a silhouette, I'll put the link into the German site with the silhouette file, and it's just a case of decorating, which I find really hard on these. I wimped out and just put a picture on the front and panels on the inside, and then Hannah mustn't look at this one because this is her birthday card, and Sparkles will always do it. She's turning 8. My middle granddaughter, my only granddaughter, middle grandchild. So that's the ScanNCut file for making a pivot twist card. Have fun with it. Thanks for watching.